Crystal, I'm at your house just doing a walk around based on our conversation a bit earlier. So this area along the side of your driveway, it's about 30 feet long, about 2 feet wide. This area we're talking about adding some possible perennials to give you some nice color in this area. Okay. And as we go a little further down, there's some holly in here that look healthy, then two of them don't look too great. So I think this holly right here, and that juniper we should take out and replace with two more holly, approximately about 6 feet tall. So that would be the idea. This area in here, I think, are the two areas that need the most work. This area and that area in the front, and I think the theme that you have here doesn't really fit in with the theme on the rest of the property. I think the rest of the property has nice consistent flows and textures, consistencies, groupings of plants, whereas this is more a hodgepodge where you have kind of plants just kind of scattered around. So my thought in here is to reuse a lot of the plants that are in good shape, so transplant them and add some more color in this area, possibly even add another Japanese maple over in this corner to give you some balance. I think that you should consider the idea of doing lights on the property to maximize the property at nighttime. And then in the front over there, the Dragon Lady holly looks very thin, so you might consider replacing that with another type of a plant that could do a little bit better in the shade. And again, just redo this area to have it kind of conform with the theme you have around the rest of the property. Okay, so this is kind of the bigger project, I guess you could call it, between these two areas. Then down there, you've got some Hamlin grass over here, and there's kind of a big gap in front of the Rose of Sharon, which is also known as hibiscus. So there's probably about a 20-foot by 2-foot area that you might consider staggering some more grasses, so it fills out the whole area. But outside of that area looks really nice. In this area here, again, you'd probably still want to keep some nice height, but you might do it with boxwoods and again transplant these two to another area that makes more sense. Underneath here, I would probably add more astilbe or maybe add a different type of a perennial to kind of fill in this bed. This area looks pretty nice. This is really well done. I would take out the juniper underneath that the Blue Star juniper on standard. Take out the juniper underneath and replace it with another perennial. Then you might even consider again filling in underneath the holly over there. Consider filling that area in. So these little gaps. Take one of the transplanted azaleas from the front and fill in this area. Maybe even do 3 as to create a hedge in this area to fill in the gaps. You might end up taking out these holly and replacing it with something else that's going to grow better in the shade, such as like a dwarf oak leaf hydrangea in this area. I think that would be a nice improvement, because these are going to keep on looking worse with the fact this trees keep on getting bigger. This tree looks like on its way out, so I'd probably replace this, maybe a tree hydrangea. Then again, add some nice colorful perennials in here to kind of fill in the area. Same thing from the front. You might even take a couple of the azalea and fill in this area. That would look nice. Kind of fill it in so it conforms with the rest of the area. Then both sides of these walkway, about 15 feet by 3 feet,